Hi, thanks for joining me. I'd like to do a pickups video and kind of like a vlog, just a little bit of a catch-up vlog, I guess. So yeah, as you guys know, I haven't been picking up a lot of stuff, but I can only go so long without getting a couple things. You know, there's just anime. I've been getting some anime that's coming out, and I just don't want to miss it. With anime, sometimes you got to jump on it when it's new, because sometimes they just don't make a lot. So so I picked up a couple things, just wanted to show you guys, and just give you a little bit of an update, I guess. So let's get started with just something kind of fun here. This is anime merch. Right Stuff had a sale on some t-shirts recently. So this is, I thought this was pretty innocuous. This is Loki Familia from Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Which ultimately, you know, I think Belle is a huge Mary Sue, you know, and it ruins this show a little bit for me, but it was still a lot of fun, and I still really enjoyed it. So yeah, anyway, I figured, you know, I didn't get that for any reason other than it was like on sale for 12 bucks or something, and I thought it was a cool looking shirt. But I like the series a little bit too. I hope they make some more. Actually, as far as I know, they're doing a side series, but I don't know if it's on Crunchyroll. I haven't seen any of it anyway. Next up, this is just great. Himoto Umaru-chan. You've got Umaru here going derp with her derp face on. That was just too cool. I couldn't pass that up. And you know, I'm a little I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence about anime shirts these days, because I'm like, you know, I know Crack Lotus doesn't really like the term nerd that much, but, you know, I kind of identify with it, and, but, you know, I also, like, I don't want to look like a nerd all the time when I'm out, you know, wearing my nerd shirts, but at the same time, like, you kind of need to, I don't know, you need to broadcast your weirdness a little bit so you find other weird people, I guess, is how they say it. So, so yeah, so anyway, I picked those up. I also grabbed some anime. Let's go ahead and start with this, Midnight Eye Goku. Now, if you guys remember my video I did pretty recently, I talked about, like, underrated anime according to the user ratings on my anime list, and one of those for me was Midnight Eye Goku. I rated this, like, I don't know, 9 or 8 out of 10, and other people didn't rate it as high. So the cool thing is there are some cool extras on this. It has, I think, 2 different dub tracks. I'm assuming it's like a dub track they used in, like, the US probably, or North America, and a dub track they used in like Europe and England, but I don't know, don't quote me on that, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so this is great. It's like an OAV series, I think. They might technically be movies. They may have been shown in a theater, but the animation's great. It's Studio Madhouse, so you know what their stuff looks like. And also, like, it kind of looks like their stuff from back in this. I want to say this is like late 80s or early 90s. I don't actually know if it says on here. But assume this is from somewhere around like 89, 90, 91, somewhere in that range. And it's just great. It's cool. It's cyberpunk, if you like cyberpunk. And it's Buichi Terasawa. I've told you about him before. It's just so good. I did rewatch both of these, and I do have to admit, like, especially the second one is pretty over the top. Like, over the top to the point of being kind of ridiculous. So you don't take this too seriously, but it's like my kind of over the top. It's fun. It's cool. I just like it a lot. Now, they do have this slipcase on here, which is sort of annoying, but I think it's honestly because they wanted to have this be the cover. It's probably like what the Japanese cover was, and it's like too much ass to put on, like, you know, a store shelf somewhere, I guess. So the annoying thing about this, though, is that, like, it had this really sticky security sticker on the top, and it's left a whole bunch of gum. Now I can get that off of here, but I just haven't found my glue gun to, like, you know, go over this. So if I try to put it back into here, it sticks to it, which is really annoying. But, you know, I guess if I just clean that off, I can put it back in here if I want. You know, whatever. Anyway, there's also, like, an extra, I think, with some commentary from, I think it might be Buichi Terasawa or somebody from, you know, the Madhouse team. I haven't checked that out yet, but I don't know, just so cool. I'm looking forward to checking out the dubs on it, and I really enjoyed it. So that's just amazing that that's out here on DVD. Next up is Sailor Moon S. Now, I'm sure I've mentioned before, I'm a Sailor Moon fan. I'm not like a huge Sailor Moon fan, but I like it. I really like it. And it's something I've never seen quite like the whole thing. I've seen bits and pieces of a lot of it. A lot of this is really familiar to me, like some of it I remember, but I want to get these as they come out, because you gotta get them, you know, otherwise like you don't have them. And I'm just so excited that they're releasing these on Blu-ray. It's not perfect, but for what it is, I think it's really good that we're getting these. So if you can see here, I've got, I think this is the first one. So that's the first set, and it's in this like box here. So I actually kept like the stupid, I don't know, like paper thing on the back of it. But what's nice about these, when you get the first one, I guess these are the limited edition sets, so it comes with the first set of Blu-rays and DVDs, and it also comes with this little book, which is just an episode guide, which is really nice if like you forget which episode you left off on. And then when you get the second part, you can put it into the box, and you've got the complete set. So I'm glad that I'm getting those like that. They are a little more expensive, I think, but the box sets are nice. You know, if I had my druthers right now, I'd probably start getting the ones that are a little cheaper, just, you know, for money reasons. But I mean, they're marginally more expensive, and they're, you know, it's really nice having the box sets. So I of course have Sailor Moon R. That is complete. And what I just did actually is I watched all of Sailor Moon a while ago. But I hadn't seen all of Sailor Moon R, so I picked up where I left off. I've seen all of Sailor Moon R now. And I've started watching S. So this is the initial set here. I guess this is actually technically part 2, now that I think of it. So this is what I just picked up. The other one is the one that I'm watching right now, because I'm still catching up on Sailor Moon S, and it's really good. So yeah, you know, just enjoying watching some Sailor Moon here. And I couldn't pass that up. I think there's, what, another 2 seasons maybe? Sailor Moon SS and Sailor Moon Stars, I think that's it. But I'll definitely be getting those when they come out, so looking forward to that. You know, obviously, if you guys want them, I would, you know, recommend that you get them. They are a little more popular, so I think they'll be around. And this second set came with, like, I don't know, some cards. I don't really care, they're closed. I might open them. Yeah, I mean, the first one came with like a coin or something. I think each one has come with one, so I've got a few of them. Yeah, so the last thing I got, this just came in today. It's a used copy of Outlanders. Now, if you guys follow me on Twitter, honestly, you know about all this stuff, but one of the things I'm doing this year, and this summer in particular, is I'm trying to translate a lot of video game scripts. You know, I haven't been making as many YouTube videos, and I'm blaming some of that on the summer. I'm going to be getting back into that. I don't like apologizing every time I make a video about not making videos. But I've been playing a PS4 game that's pretty cool that nobody is really talking about that I know about. So I have footage captured for that. It's like 40 minutes of footage, and I need to edit it down to, like, you know, 10. And I don't know, I lost steam on that. But anyway, the long story I'm getting around to is I've been doing a lot of translating, a lot of dumping of scripts from like Famicom games, and Outlanders is one of them. So kind of like with Power Dolls, because I'm translating one of those games, I wanted to check out the anime, and it's so weird. Like, I saw so much cool stuff back in the day, but I never saw this. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was chatting with Orekon on Twitter also, Joiji Manabe, or whatever this guy's name is, that does the manga for this. Like, he's done some cool stuff. Like, he did another series, gosh, what was Something Kid? I don't know, we'll put up an annotation. Seemed pretty cool too, and like, I never read his comics. I don't know what it was, like how I ended up missing out on this, because this seems cool. But anyway, I'm catching up on it here 20-something years later. So yeah, I was really excited to get this. I haven't seen it yet. The box is a little beat up, but it doesn't really matter. This was affordable, like totally within the range of a reasonable price for like a out-of-print old DVD. So yeah, super happy about that. Additionally, I guess I wanted to talk about some anime I've been watching. Before I started in on catching up on Sailor Moon, I realized when it comes to some more anime that I want, which I don't know exactly when I'll get, but I like Pokemon. And finally, Viz has gotten off of their behinds and decided to release like the old sets of Pokemon. I think I talked about this not so long ago. So for holidays, my brother, who was a really nice brother and sister-in-law, picked me up this, which is Johto Journeys, and I finally just sat down and watched this whole thing. I mean, kind of had it on the background. I didn't, like, you know, scrutinize every episode completely, but I watched, you know, 99% of this, and it was great. So the new season of Anime on Crunchyroll is pretty cool. There's always, you know, the seasons have sometimes more good, you know, shows and or not. This season, I think what I'm really enjoying a lot, strangely, is Restaurant from Another World. Or Restaurant to Another World. I forget which it is. But it basically takes like a lot of the good things about the cooking shows. I don't know if you guys have seen. I know there was like, I think it was like Gourmet Girl, and like they've had a handful of like cooking. I mean, obviously Food Wars. It's not like Food Wars, but some of them are sort of just like doing animation, appreciating people eating food, you know, appreciating people appreciating food. And this is kind of like that, but what the twist is that it's there's a magical door that opens like once every 7 days to this this restaurant in our world from like a specific other world. The whole show is about people who've discovered these doors, gone into them, and ended up at this restaurant in Japan, which is, it's sort of like it's a Western restaurant, but it seems like they have a lot of like Japanese cuisine on the menu also, and it's sort of like how these people discover this restaurant and like just them enjoying the foods there. And it's a lot of really like sort of Japanese comfort foods. There's something like fun about it. I don't know what it is, but it's a really cool show. I've also been enjoying Boku no Hero Academia. It's like a Japanese take on superheroes, where like people just start getting these superpowers randomly, kind of like in, you know, Marvel Comics, the mutants start showing up kind of a thing. And, you know, and this kid wants to be a hero and ends up going to like a hero school. So that's where the academia thing comes in, I guess. And it's fun. It's super fun. I normally just sort of like keep shonen stuff at like kind of arm's length. Not that I like don't like it, but I'm just sort of like, I try to enjoy it for what it is. You know, like Naruto I really liked, you know, for a while. Bleach was really pretty good for like a season or two, you know, and then like they milk them and then they get stupid. So, you know, whatever, to each his own. But I was really reluctant to like try this show out, but finally I was like, you know, I'll give it a shot. It's good. I really enjoy it. You know, I have a 2D nerd crush on the Frog Girl, which I've confessed on Twitter to various reactions, and it's just good. You know, it's a fun show. I've really enjoyed it so far. It's in its second season right now, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. Those are pretty standout for me. I guess probably the other one that's really funny is one of the sort of shorter shows. I think they're like maybe 10-15 minutes long instead of like a normal 20-minute episode. It's Aho-Girl. It's like Idiot Girl. And she's really stupid. It's really funny. Like, it's basically her, it's sort of like a two-man comedy routine with her, she's the stupid one, and then there's like the straight man, which is like her friend who like responds to all of her stupidness by like you know, punching her basically. So it's sort of that what's it, a Tsukomi duo. You know, or like here it would be like, yeah, it's a funny man, straight man sort of comedy. But there's some other characters in it. It's like almost like harem comedy too, but it's really funny. I've really been enjoying it so far. It's kind of top quality for like, especially a short show. It's entertaining. But anyway, I think this has gone on long enough. I just wanted to update you guys on, you know, what I got and what's been going on. I'm going to probably be going on vacation here in like a week or so, I don't know when I'll get that review video up, but, you know, a review video will be coming. I want to still try to see if I can get some like my Saturn hooked up to capture some video and things like that. I did pick up, I don't know if I mentioned, and thanks to my Patreon supporters also, money is one of those things that it doesn't help with time, but it helps with stuff. And I picked up this pair of a headset for gaming on the PlayStation 4, and it's not really for just like playing games with my friends. It's for recording voiceovers for videos. So the audio quality hopefully will be really nice on my next video that I make from PS4 footage, and hopefully I think I'm just going to kind of focus on maybe doing a few PlayStation 4 reviews and things like that in the near future, because it's relatively easier for me to do that right now. So that's all. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you'll join me again for more anime related videos and some video game stuff and all those good things. Oh yeah, Houdini. Hey bud, I'm sorry. He is totally chilling out in this rock. And, oh, there you are, bud. There he is. He's so funny, when I take him out, he's in different moods, depending. Today he's really keen on just chilling out in the rock. The other day he just wanted to wiggle and go all over the place. But he's still a really good boy. He's doing good. And there he is. You guys see him? Yeah, I just love him a bunch. So that's all. Hope you guys join me again. Ugh.